So, this is Timon of Athens, and you all have your name tags. This is the main person, Timon, and Flavius is his servant. These three people are his friends, and these two people are also his friends. He's a soldier, and he's a grumpy man. Okay, so in the beginning, Timon is very wealthy. This is all his gold. See? And he has horse. He has lots of things. He is very generous, though, and he gives lots of stuff away. So he has a feast, and in the beginning, everyone's coming, and painters, and everyone is trying to get him to buy things, and he's very generous and does it. He even pays for one of his servants to get married to a noble daughter of someone. So he's very generous. So he has a feast, and he gives all of his money away. So, okay, so.
Not that generous.
So as he's giving all of his money away, his servant Flavius is looking at his stores and saying, "You are running out of things. You need to stop giving everything away." But Flavius, while he is telling him not to give his stuff away, Timon says that he cannot be bothered to stop giving things away when he's in such a giving mood. So he even gives away his horse. So give away your horse. There you go. Anyway, so he is being very generous, giving all his stuff away. The next day, senators and his friends remind him that he owes them money. And he says, "Oh, I don't have any money right now." And Flavius is like, "Yeah, you don't have any money. You can't give anything away." And he's like, "I'll sell my land." And Flavius says, "No, you can't do that. It's already mortgaged." And so he says, "I'll ask one of my many friends for a loan." So he sends servants to Lucius, to Lucilius, and to Sempronius, and they all say no. The first one thinks he's getting a gift when Timon sends him an empty box, and he's like, "No, I can't give it to you right now. I don't have any money." And then he sends it to Lucius, who says that he's spent all his money on a bad investment, and then he sends it to Sempronius, who first says, "Go ask Lucius and Lucilius," and then when the servant says that he already has, he says, "Well, I'm mad that I'm your third choice, so I won't give you any money." And so then the servants are hounding Timon at his house, and he doesn't have any money to pay them, so he doesn't know what to do. And in the meantime, Al goes to the Senate to try and vouch for one of his soldier friends who has killed someone, and he's trying to get him not to be killed by the Senate people. They don't want to listen to him, and Al keeps pleading, and they annoy him, so they banish him to the woods. And so Al is gone and banished. While Timon can't pay back his loans because no one will give him any money, and Flavius is trying to help him, but he doesn't have any money either, and so Timon says, "I'm going to give another feast," and so he invites all of his friends to his feast again, and they're like, "Oh, Timon must have just been testing us." So when they come to the feast, they're like, "We're so sorry we couldn't give you any money, we just don't have any right now." And Timon plays off like it's okay, and then at the feast, when they reveal the food, it's actually just hot water and rocks, and then he gets really angry at them, and when one of the lords tries to leave, he beats them up, and he beats them all up, and then he runs away. So he runs away, and he goes to the forest saying he hates humanity, and he becomes a hermit, which is your hermit hat. There you go. So he's in the woods, and while he's out there, he runs into Al, who tells him that he was banished, and he wants to give him money. But Timon says no. Oh, I forgot. Timon, once he goes into the woods, finds gold buried in the ground. And he could solve all his problems, but he just talks to himself about how evil money is, and he won't pay any of them because he hates humanity. So Al is going to help him, but Timon says, "No, I'll give you money if you go and attack Athens." So he agrees to go do that. Then people come out to Timon, 2 senators come out and try to get him to come back to the city, saying they'll give him more wealth and they'll give him a better title if he'll come and stop Al from attacking them. He doesn't want to do that. He tells them if they want to escape Al's attack, that they should all go into the forest and hang themselves. So he does that. He also runs into some bandits who try and lie and say they're soldiers, but he gives them money anyways, knowing they're bandits, and tells them to go and kill everyone in Athens and steal everything, because he hates everyone. And at the end, Flavius comes out saying he wants to serve him because he actually realized that Timon was a good and generous man, and Timon says that Flavius is the only honest man he knows, but he gives him all the rest of the gold he found and tells him to go live away from humanity. And in the end, a soldier comes into the city while they're trying to still get Timon to come back, and has a rubbing from the gravestone of Timon saying he's dead. Al comes to the city. They convince him not to attack everyone in the city, but just to kill his specific enemies. The end.